Since the day you were born, people have been giving you financial advice. Your parents, your teachers, your relatives, even people who aren't successful with money. And almost all of them repeat the same sentence: save your money. Because they believe that if you save enough money, one day you'll become wealthy. In fact, it sounds so reasonable that most people never question it. They spend their entire lives following this advice, and that's exactly where the problem begins. Imagine two people. The first person earns $1,000 a month. Every month, he saves 20% of his income. He is disciplined. He never misses a month. He avoids unnecessary spending. He does everything people tell him to do. The second person also saves money, but instead of letting all of it sit in a bank account forever, he uses part of it to build skills, to start projects, to create opportunities, to invest in things that can grow. 10 years later, who do you think is more likely to be wealthy? The answer seems obvious, yet most people spend their entire lives acting like the first person. Here's the biggest lie about saving money. People think saving money creates wealth. It doesn't. Saving money protects wealth. There is a huge difference. If someone gives you a helmet, it can protect your head. But a helmet doesn't make you faster, it doesn't make you stronger, it only protects what you already have. Saving works the same way. It's protection, not growth. And confusing protection with growth is one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. Let's say you save $100 every month. You do this for 10 years. You feel proud, and you should. Most people don't even have that level of discipline. But now, let's ask a different question. What happened to the value of that money during those 10 years? While your money was sitting there, prices were moving. Food became more expensive. Transportation became more expensive. Housing became more expensive. Almost everything became more expensive. This is called inflation. And inflation is like an invisible tax. It slowly steals the purchasing power of your money. You don't see it happening, but year after year it does. The money is still there, but it buys less. Think about your grandparents. Ask them how much a meal cost when they were young. Ask them how much a house cost. Ask them how much transportation cost. The numbers will shock you. Not because things became more valuable, but because money became less valuable. This is why simply storing money forever is dangerous. You may feel safe, but safety without growth eventually becomes a trap. The world keeps moving. Prices keep rising. Opportunities keep changing. Meanwhile, your money stands still. Now, don't misunderstand this. Saving money is important. Very important. In fact, not having savings is a disaster waiting to happen. One medical emergency, one unexpected bill, one job loss, and everything can fall apart. Savings give you breathing room. Savings buy you time. Savings reduce stress. But the purpose of savings is not to make you rich. The purpose of savings is to keep you alive while you build wealth. Those are two completely different goals. The wealthy understand something that most people never learn. Money is a tool, not a trophy. Poor people often see money as something to spend. Average people often see money as something to save. Wealthy people see money as something to multiply. That difference changes everything. When wealthy people earn money, they don't ask, "How can I keep this forever?" Instead, they ask, "How can I make this grow?" That single question creates entirely different results over time. Imagine planting a seed. You could put the seed in a glass box, protect it, keep it safe, make sure nothing touches it. 10 years later, it would still be a seed, safe, but unchanged. Or you could plant it in the ground, expose it to risk, give it water, give it time, and eventually it could become a tree. Money works the same way. Money that never leaves safety rarely grows. Money that is intelligently put to work has the potential to multiply. This is why some people spend decades working hard but never become financially free. They save every extra dollar. They avoid risks. They keep waiting for the perfect moment. And before they realize it, years have passed, then decades, then an entire lifetime. They weren't doing the wrong thing. They were simply doing only half of the right thing. Saving without growing, protecting without multiplying, preserving without building. The truth is that wealth is usually built through ownership. Owning businesses, owning investments, owning assets, owning things that produce value while you sleep. Because there is a limit to how much money you can save, but there is almost no limit to how much value you can create. That's the difference. You can cut expenses forever, but eventually there's nothing left to cut. Growth, however, has no ceiling. Look at the world's most successful people. They didn't become wealthy because they found the world's best savings account. They became wealthy because they owned things. They owned ideas. They owned companies. They owned assets. Their money wasn't sitting still. It was working every day, every month, every year, even when they weren't. And that's what most people miss. The goal is not to work for money forever. The goal is to reach a point where money begins working for you. So what is the real lesson? Save money. Absolutely save money. Build an emergency fund. Be disciplined. Avoid wasting money. But don't stop there, because saving money is only the beginning. It's the foundation, not the building. The biggest lie about saving money is the belief that saving alone will make you wealthy. It won't. Saving protects your future. Growth creates your future. And the moment you understand the difference, you stop thinking like a saver and start thinking like a builder.